Okay, I hope everything is good. Hey, it's Ash from SuperVideos back for another live stream Q&A. This is going to be Q&A number 153. There was a bit of problems with the camera. That's why this stream started off weird. But the other thing I do want to mention, I am late for this stream, but I didn't want to skip it. So whatever, it's a few hours late anyway. Hopefully people will kind of know that we're doing this now. I put it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, but we'll see how many people show up here. But with that said, let's just jump right into the questions. Ronnie Thomas, hey Ash, hey, how are you? Glad you could join. Ronnie Thomas, now before we start, just wanted you to know that they confirmed Rick will survive the movies. So for you, what will happen to Rick? Will he die or get back to Alexandria? So he's not going to die because, like you said, they confirmed he's going to survive. I didn't really hear that, but it's not really surprising or shocking because obviously Rick is not going to die in the movies. He's going to survive. I don't think he's going to get back to Alexandria because that would mean that he's going to come back into the original TV timeline, which I don't think is going to happen. So because of that, I'm leaning more towards Rick not actually coming back. But that doesn't mean that his story is done. After the 3 movies, there might still be more story. There might be more movies. You don't know. Or we don't know. But I don't think he's going to come back to Alexandria. They might do something where the timelines might intertwine somehow. But he's not going to permanently come back to the TV show and come back to Alexandria. I don't think that's going to happen. One of the main reasons is that they've been really pushing this thing where people might end up reuniting with Rick in the movies, like Michonne. They wouldn't really do that if Rick was going to come back in the, into the TV universe and into the timeline in a few years. So because of that, I'm leaning more towards Rick actually not dying, but not actually coming back to the TV show after the movies. I don't know what they're going to do exactly, but I don't necessarily think that he's going to come back to the TV show. That was a long answer, but I hope that answers your question. Ronnie Thomas, also, do you think Dwight will find Sherry, but she was already deaf? Wait, do you think Dwight will find Sherry, but she was already deaf? I don't think she was. I think it's Connie that you're thinking about, not Sherry. Sherry wasn't deaf. But to answer the first part of your question, I hope Dwight finds Sherry in Fear the Walking Dead or somehow talks about Sherry or what happened, because it doesn't make sense not to, he left to find her. So we better understand or get a reveal about what actually happened. Will it happen or not? I don't know, but I just hope it does. Before moving ahead, I just want to leave a link right here. Whoops, the wrong link. So you can go to this link to vote for the live stream gameplay topic or video game. We're going to do a video game, live stream gameplay. Let me know what you guys want to see the most. We have some options there, but make sure to go and participate there if you do want to kind of have a specific game that you want us to play on the channel. So with that, let's move forward. Epic Zombie Killer, Q&A hash, will The Walking Dead Season 10 be as amazing as Season 9 was? I hope, but it's probably not going to be better. It might be just as good, but I don't see at this point it being better. The story is just not there. This season, there was just a lot at play. There was the Rick final season story. There was the introduction of the Whisperers stuff, the Pike scene, the new beginning time jump at the beginning, or the 2 time jumps that we had, which were big. Also, there was the stuff with Negan. We had all of that, the redemption arc thing. So there was a lot of things going on this season, which made the writer's job in a way easier to bring a story that is entertaining and interesting. Season 10, I don't necessarily think they have that. Will it be terrible? No, it might be as good as this season, but I think it'll be extremely difficult to make season 10 better than season 9. I could be completely wrong. They could surprise us, but from what we know so far, where the story is, it's unlikely that season 10 is going to be better than season 9. I just lost where I was. There we go. Ronnie Thomas, how do you think Negan who have handled the Whisperers if he meet them before Rick? How would Negan have handled the Whisperers? I've talked about this before. I think he would have wanted to make them fall in line just like he did with Rick's group, but I don't think the Whisperers would have necessarily fallen in line. So I think there would have definitely been huge tension between them. But that said, same thing with the governor and the Whisperers. I don't think the Whisperers have anything that Negan or the governor or anyone like that would really want. Negan, the governor, all of those are they are after something, like resources, like people, like things like that. It was the same with the governor. He wanted the prison. Negan, he wanted resources. I don't think the Whisperers really have anything to offer. So because of that, I don't necessarily think that Negan, Saviors, governor, anyone like that would even be in a place where they would want to engage with the Whisperers. So they wouldn't necessarily cross their lands if they tell them not to. And from the other side, I don't think the Whisperers would want to do anything, would want to attack, because they haven't crossed their land. So because of that, I think there might have been an initial kind of conflict there. But after that initial conflict, I don't think there would be too much. I think they would just try to stay away from each other's throats, and they would just survive together in a way, and not really try to go after the other. That's just my thoughts and opinions. I think there is a chance that things could escalate, but not to the extent that we have with the survivors, to the point where we have a line-up border scene and a potential war coming up. Ronnie Thomas, how do Dwight and Morgan know each other? Well, from The Walking Dead's original. They've seen each other before. When Dwight was with the Saviors during All Out War, Morgan was with the Survivors and Rick. And they've probably saw each other multiple times. Ronnie Thomas, they never spoke to each other. Yeah, probably true. They never spoke to each other, but they've seen each other before. They know about each other. They know who the other person is. Again, I'll leave the link. If you haven't participated, make sure to go and participate in the poll about the live stream gameplay on the channel starting mid-May. We're going to start doing live stream gameplay videos. So let me know what video game you want us to cover on this channel. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey Ash, you've been doing a lot of Fear videos. I thought you weren't into Fear the Walking Dead anymore. Believe it or not, I'm not doing a lot. I used to do a lot more of Fear. When it comes to Fear the Walking Dead for Season 5, when we really get into it. Right now, I'm just, whenever I have time and whenever I feel like doing a video, I do it. It's not consistent, you know? That's the thing. And when we get into Fear, the only videos I will do for Fear are reactions and breakdowns of the trailers. That's it. Only those two. Other than that, maybe if I feel like it, but most likely not. Most likely I won't do any. So it is true to an extent right now because there isn't too much videos to do. I just do one on Fear, but I am, like I said, I will be doing live stream gameplay videos. So obviously that's gonna pick up once I start, and that means I'm gonna do less of Fear videos. Ronnie Thomas, no, I mean, do you think Cherry is dead? No, I don't think so. I think she's alive. Will she be in fear? Probably not, but I don't think she's dead. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Negan will come back in the comics? I think so. There was one of the issues, comic covers. What was it? What was the cover? I don't even know. But it's like, what was it called? Let me actually check. It's the one they recently revealed, and I was gonna do a video on that, but that definitely does hint of his return, and I'm definitely in the group of people that think that that's referring to Negan or related to Negan. So I think he's gonna come back for sure. Let me see, The Walking Dead comic. Negan return. I'm just checking what it is. Yeah, so the new cover teases Negan's return. So it's 150, not 150, 193, called The Farmhouse. That cover, I think, definitely does tease at Negan's return. So I'm definitely in those group of people that think he's gonna come back. Maybe not fully into the story, but maybe just a standalone issue on Negan. We don't know if he's gonna come back completely, but at least for that issue, it does tease that Negan is coming back. Let me see. Tay, hello Ash and everybody. Hey Tay, how are you? Glad you could join. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey Ash, do you think Clementine would appear in the Walking Dead comics? Probably not. I haven't played the Telltale games. I might. I probably will, based on what you guys want us to cover on the channel. It's one of the options on the poll. But to answer your question, I don't think so, because they're two different properties. So it's unlikely that they're gonna have that. I might be wrong, but I think they're two different properties, so they can't really bring them together for lawsuit issues and things like that, copyright issues and things like that. Ronnie Thomas, Tyrese versus Beta, battle of the big guys. Beta is gonna take that, no doubt. Tyrese was good, but Beta is just a different type of beast. Ronnie Thomas, also, do you think Beta might kiss Alpha in season 10? I hope not. I hope they don't push that to that direction. There could be some sort of romantic thing between them, but I just hope they don't go crazy with it and, you know, do that, because that just takes away from the mystery and the, I guess, how interesting those characters are. If you just or come out and just straight off tell us that they're romantically involved and have them kiss and everything, you take away from that mystery a little bit. So I hope that they don't go crazy with it. We could see that, but I hope they don't go crazy with it, like I said. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Fear the Walking Dead might end? Probably not. If they're doing season 5, they're probably doing a season 6. I'm just saying. So it's probably gonna keep going for a little bit. I don't see them getting past season 7 though. Like, I think season 7 might be where Fear might, you know, be at a point where it might end or get canceled or something like that, if it continues the way it's been going in the last few seasons. But season 5 obviously is gonna be there. Season 6, I think they might do as well. Season 7 is iffy. Giuseppe De Rosa, how late am I? You're not that late. We just started like 15 minutes ago. Ronnie Thomas, I think Fear the Walking Dead just sucks. Yeah, it is definitely not as great as it should be, or it could be. It definitely is underwhelming up to this time, or up to now. It's been underwhelming a little bit. And the story has been, in a way, not as great as it should have been. Where am I? I just skipped a bunch of questions. Giuseppe De Rosa, I thought we weren't going live or getting a live stream. I thought so too, but then I'm like, might as well just put it. I know I was late, but I'm like, I'll just put it on. If anyone's there, we'll just have a stream. And it seems like a lot of people are on, so I'm glad that I came in. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Rosita will have a boy and she called him Abe? Maybe. That would be interesting, but in a way, it could be kind of repetitive and just like, yeah, we get it. Because they've done that with Maggie as well, naming the baby baby Herschel. It's not, she didn't name it Glenn. That's not what I mean, but I just mean that characters naming their babies after characters that have already died. Yeah, we could see it, but at this point, it's lost its impact in a way. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A hash. I'm moving after April. I won't be in the house I'm currently in, so by second half of May, I'll be in a new place with a new bedroom. That's great, man. Hope that it'll be great for you. David Wise. Greetings from the UK. Greetings from Canada. Tay, I think the first half of season 11 will still be in the Commonwealth arc, and the second half, they will try to find a cure. I don't think they are going that direction of finding a cure. Robert Kirkman has said that. So if they're following the comics, that's not where the story is going to go. But in terms of season 11, I mean, season 10 first half is most likely going to be the Whisper stuff. The second half is going to be the introduction of the Commonwealth. Season 11 will be the arc with the Commonwealth, much like where we are now, pretty much. And the second half of season 11 will be whatever happens after in the comics. Or if they try to do their own thing in the TV show, then they might go a cure route or a story with a cure story. Ronnie Thomas. Also, if they bring back Maggie, for me, it's just to kill her. Yeah, I hope they don't do that. If they're going to bring Maggie back, I hope it's not just to kill her off. But at this point, it is extremely unlikely for her to come back. I'm just, from what I've seen so far in the news. Again, I'll leave a link to the poll again. Make sure to go and participate in the poll that we have for the live stream gameplay. Let me know what you want to see. David Wise, hey Alan. Oh, that was the message that was deleted. Not sure what you said, but again, don't put any spoilers. Don't put any weird stuff. Don't cuss anyone out, because either me or one of the moderators will have to take it down. Giuseppe De Rosa, welcome. David Wise, where are you from? Alan, bro. Epic Zombie Killer. It's so ridiculous. You really expect that Sherry went to Texas after season 7 and after season 8, Dwight somehow popped up in Texas. So ridiculous. Yeah, they're going to have to explain that pretty well because it does seem ridiculous, like you said, but they better explain it exactly why and how. Epic Zombie Killer, by the way, the Telltale Walking Dead games are canon to the comics. Yes and no, in a way. Yes and no, meaning that I don't think the writers are necessarily the same. And it's not the same property necessarily. I could be wrong. But also the other part of it is intertwining those two stories in a way that doesn't hurt the others. You know what I mean? But yeah. David Wise, Alan, get out. I think you're in the wrong place. I don't know what Alan said. But yeah. Ronnie Thomas, if Carol dies in season 10, how would you react? I would be devastated. I don't think Carol is gonna die. Right now, Daryl, Carol, and Michonne, not Michonne, because she is leaving. Carol, Daryl, those two are definitely safe. They're the safest characters on the TV show right now, as well as Judith as well. Oh, where did I go? David Wise, can moderators please ban Alan Hughes? I think he is a troll. If he's doing if he's doing weird stuff like that, then give him a couple of timeouts, and if he continues, then let me deal with them. Don't ban him, let me deal with it. Giuseppe De Rosa, Fear the Walking Dead's ass. Sorta. Ronnie Thomas, and if Rosita had a girl, how about Sarah? Yeah, that could work. Or even just, Rosita, or even Sasha. That would be cool too. Giuseppe De Rosa, I'll still watch, LOL. Yeah, I'm still going to watch Fear. It's just that I'm not going to cover it as much as I covered The Walking Dead. Giuseppe Rosa, no nasty comments. Yes, please, no nasty comments. David Wise, you suit your beard, bro. Me? I'm not sure what you mean there. Also, I've shown this before, but the shirt finally came in that I designed for The Walking Dead. If you want to purchase, go in the link in the description and check out the merch that we have. I really like this shirt though. But yeah. And for hello, how are you? Glad you could join. I think it's the first time you're on the chat, which is great. Ronnie Thomas, or also how do Dwight find an axe? I'm sure it's not that hard to find an axe in the apocalypse. Yes, a lot of stores will probably have run out of weapons like that. They would have been completely wiped out. But he could have found it somewhere, or he could have killed someone and grabbed the axe. You never know. But it's not that shocking that he has an axe. If he had like an RPG, then it would have been weird and unlikely. But an axe, I'm sure you can find axes lying around. Ronnie Thomas, do you think if Dwight comes back, Daryl might kill him, or he would let him come back? He wouldn't be happy to see Dwight back, but I think enough time has passed that he would probably entertain the idea of having Dwight not around, but knowing that Dwight still wants to come back after everything and that he's changed. Let's check the poll again. Let's see. Still no more. So make sure to go here and vote. That's the poll that we're doing for live stream gameplay videos. So if you haven't already, make sure to go and let me know what video game you want us to cover on the channel. Giuseppe De Rosa, hello. Giuseppe De Rosa, Antfer. I have a question. This will sound super sketch. And there was no question. Okay, maybe you asked it later. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Morgan is bitten and we have to cut off his arm? How do you think who will change? Wait, do you think Morgan is bitten? I don't think he's bitten. His arm. I don't think so. I don't think they're going that route. Yeah, I don't think they're going that route. Tay, I wish Dwight didn't cross over to Fear the Walking Dead. Who would have been, or would have been way cooler if Daryl told Dwight to leave. Dwight would find out the Commonwealth and find Sherry there and reunite. That would have been a more interesting story. I do agree with you, but I am still interested to see what they do with Dwight on Fear the Walking Dead. I hope that they give us something good. I hope it's not just to cross him over. I hope they don't do similar thing they did with Morgan, who just came over without any kind of big impact. He just became the main character of the show. That's it. I hope they don't do something like that. And on your YouTube channel about section, can you enter the code? Wait, X. I'm not even sure what you're. I'm not even sure what that is. Not sure what you mean there. Giuseppe De Rosa, why? Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, that does sound sketchy. I'm not sure why you would want me to do that. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah. Epic Zombie Killer, just saying, in Telltale's The Walking Dead, you see Glenn and Herschel in season 1, and season 3, you see Jesus. Yes, I understand. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, it would be cool and interesting, but I don't know if the writers want to do that. Even if there is no issues with um, taking one to the other, like it's not one, it's not the property issue and it's not a copyright issue. If that's not the case, I don't know whether the writers are going to want to do that. Giuseppe De Rosa, alright, Ash, and for boom. Ronnie Thomas, how do you think Negan will have react if he saw the spikes? That's a great question. I think Negan would have been... He wouldn't have cried like the rest, but it would have hit him hard a little bit. I think he didn't really know that many of the characters, or any of them. He just knew two. Mark, or was it? No, DJ. DJ and the ex-wife, his ex-wife. Only those two. He wouldn't really cry, but you know, it would kind of hit him a little bit. And he would want to know who did it, and he might go after them, but he wouldn't really cry like we saw with Carol and what was the other and Yumiko and people like that. But it would hit him to an extent, hit him hard. Giuseppe, oh, what happened? It just jumped again. Giuseppe De Rosa, I'll put the trolls in timeout. Thank you, I appreciate it. And for I'm not a troll, I just sound super sketch. Yeah, I don't know what you want to do. I'm not sure exactly. Giuseppe De Rosa, don't worry, bro. Giuseppe De Rosa, you haven't done anything bad. Yeah, and for you haven't done anything weird. You're just asking a weird thing. For a weird thing. Ronnie Thomas, if Daryl kills Beta now, who will... or who he kills him. Wait, if Daryl kills Beta, who he kills him? How does he kill him? If Daryl is gonna be killing Beta, I think, you know what would be badass? To push him over the cliff where the mega herd is. That would be awesome. That would be a cool death. That's what I have. But other than that, they could do the exact same thing. The same thing they did in the comics. Have someone just stab him, or two people stab him. Work together and stab him. You know what I mean? Ronnie Thomas, do you think Michonne might die? I don't think so. They have been pushing, or not pushing, there's been rumors that Michonne is going to go to the movies, cross over to the movies. So obviously that means that she's not going to die. But even if she doesn't cross over to the movies, I think it's unlikely that they're going to kill Michonne off. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. By the way, apparently Sarah Wayne Callies is going to direct an episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5. Yeah, I did hear that. That's interesting. I didn't know she was a director, but that's interesting. And for those of you that don't know, she's the one that played Lori on The Walking Dead. Sarah Wayne Callies. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tay, two only things about Season 9 I didn't like were how much they were jumping around with time and how not much of it was from the comics. But besides Season 9, what's excellent. The only thing I was disappointed with Season 9, really disappointed, was the reveal of the X-Scars. That was the only big disappointment. Other than that, I thought Season 9 was very, very strong. I enjoyed it all the way through. The only big complaint is the finale was very underwhelming for a finale. Those are my two big disappointments. And the third one, which I could live with, is the Beta Daryl fight. I thought that was not as great as it could have been. But again, I'm indifferent about it. And for Apex or Fortnite? Well, I have Apex on the list of options. Fortnite, I'm gonna do Fortnite once in a while here on the channel. I don't need like, it's not a video game where I only I would only have to play. The others, it is something where it's really got to be one game you really got you play and you live stream. Fortnite you can just play and just like kill 30 minute, half an hour, 2 hours worth on the channel, or do a live stream for on the channel. But yeah, I will do Fortnite once in a while. But the others, I'll definitely pick the highest ranked or the highest voted. Let's see where it is. Speaking of which, yeah, still only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think, right? Yeah, 8 votes. The top one is Telltale's The Walking Dead. That's the top pick so far. And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, go to this poll and you'll know what we are talking about. Tay, I like Apex a lot better. Giuseppe Rosa Apex. Well, you can, if you guys really enjoy that, then vote for that one. I'm assuming you mean Apex Legends, right? If that is what you're saying, then go vote for it. Yeah, it's got 2 votes already so far as well. Ronnie Thomas, I mean, Daryl, all he has to do for the herd is just to burn them with a cigar. You would think, but it is harder than it sounds, for sure. Giuseppe Rosa, this, or will this new spinoff be ahead of The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, like 25 years ahead? I don't know. They haven't revealed anything yet. I think it would be interesting to do that because so far we've every spin-off, it's been from the beginning, and then they do time jumps to catch up with The Walking Dead, or not even catch up. But the one that's furthest ahead in time is The Walking Dead. I hope they do a spin-off where it's ahead in time, and I am planning on doing a video that takes that one step ahead and uses that for the spin-off idea. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the latest video I did. It's a Fury video, but I do talk about this there. Make sure to go and check that out if you're interested to know what I mean. Tay, I agree, Ash. The finale was underwhelming. Yeah, absolutely. For an episode, it was strong. For a finale, it was underwhelming. And I didn't want anyone to die for the episode to be big. I just wanted more story moving forward. Not a lot happened in the finale. Epic Zombie Killer, I'm really disappointed that we never learned why Maggie and Michonne were pissed at each other. Absolutely. That's another huge problem I had with season 9. That thing. Why? And this goes back to the X-Scar reveals. They're kind of intertwined. That would be my biggest disappointment for season 9. Ronnie Thomas, do you think Maggie still hates Michonne? We don't even know if Maggie ever hated Michonne. We don't know that. It doesn't seem like she ever did. Tay, Ash, if a zombie apocalypse came real, what would be your first action? Hide. Yeah, I don't have a lot of actions to do. If the apocalypse came, I would be screwed. I'm not prepared at all. Giuseppe Rosa, is the Commonwealth made up of different communities? Sorry, I haven't been reading lately. No, it's one community, but it's one huge community. It's the biggest one we've seen on any medium. The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, the comic book, the other stories that are told. It's the biggest community so far. And for, okay, there's a, well, what happened? There we go. And for, okay, there's the reason I was talking about a code which sounds super sketchy. Basically, it's called a support a creator code. If you get, wait, it gives you special priorities and you have to have at least one account with 1,000 subscribers on any major social platform, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and all you have to do is put a code in your channel description, which you can remove after a week. I'll have to look into that. I'll grab the code after, but I'll look into that to see what it is. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Giuseppe De Rosa. Who's in charge of the Commonwealth? Is it multiple people? No, it's one person, and she calls herself the governor. You know, we already know what the governor did, the first governor, and this governor, I can't say is too different. But yeah. And she's called Governor Melton, Pamela Melton, I think. And for, oh, I just read that. That message is, yeah, I just read that too. Giuseppe Rosa, and for WTF you talking about? Yeah, LOL. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I don't know what that's all about. I'll have to check it out. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. I don't think zombies would last up here in Canada, especially with all the snow and rain we have. It's always cold in Canada. Yeah, it's always like, yeah, remember the finale of season 9 where I am, the city, it's like that, like pretty much all the time, mostly. It was like snowing 4 weeks ago here. So yeah, the walkers would not stand a chance. I think you would be safest to be in like somewhere like Canada, because the walkers freeze a lot more often because there's a lot more snow and freezing temperatures, and you know, less zombies, the safer it is. Taste Ash, since you are from Canada, have you ever been to Toronto? I love it there. Yeah, I've been to Toronto a couple times. Toronto is out in the east coast of Canada. Yeah, east coast you can say. I'm close to the west. Not the west coast, but I'm close to the west, the central side of the west. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not like Toronto here. Toronto is not as cold as it is here. And for, I know it's weird. Yeah, I'll have to, you're talking about the code thing. I'll have to check that out. The other thing that I do want to mention, that I forgot to mention, something weird's been going on YouTube where it unsubscribes you for some reason, or it doesn't, what is it called? It doesn't remind you, not remind, but it doesn't notify you. There we go. It doesn't notify you when videos are posted. I don't know what it is about YouTube, but I've heard a lot of complaints like that. So make sure, if you are a subscriber, make sure to go and check if you're still subscribed, because like I said, YouTube just automatically unsubscribes people for some reason. And also make sure that you still are pressing the notification bell if you want to be notified about new video uploads. I've heard a lot of people say that that doesn't happen for them, so make sure to go and check that that actually happens. And to do that, you have to go to the channel homepage, and there's this little bell thing right next to the subscribe button, I think, and you can press that and you'll be notified for uploads. Giuseppe Rosa, you missed my question, Ash. Oh, did I? Go back. I think I answered. You were asking about the Commonwealth. Yeah, Commonwealth is a huge community, and it's the leader is one person who calls themselves the governor. It's a female character, Governor Milton, Pamela Milton. And yeah, that's it. It's just one person that leads the community. I think that's the question you meant, right? If not, then rewrite the question, because I don't think I missed anything. I can't see anything here. Giuseppe Rosa, you can't give one person all the power, you need a council. Yeah, she doesn't have the council. She has a lot of bodyguards and soldiers that protect her and protect everyone else, but Yeah, there's no council or anything. And for what is your favorite game? Here's the thing. A couple months ago, if you asked me that question, I would have been like, I don't really have a favorite game because I don't game a lot. But after I recently played Last of Us Part 1, that has to be it. My favorite game. I think the main reason is that there's a story there. There is a story that grips you. You know, there's a story that keeps you engaged in the game, and that's one of the many reasons I would say that's my favorite game. Giuseppe Rosa, it's basically a dictatorship, pretty much. Here's the thing: take the governor, the first governor, Negan, and the saviors, and put them together, merge them together. And you have the Governor Milton, I mean. Let me check the poll to see if there is any updates. Nope, no updates yet. We've been going for 45 minutes now, so maybe we'll go for another 10-15 minutes, and that'll be the end of the stream. Epic Zombie Killer Q&A. Hey Ash, will we ever learn how the apocalypse started in the Walking Dead universe? Or will that never happen? Well, Kirkman has said that he's never going to tell that story. He's not interested in that. So if they're going to follow the comics, then no. But if they're going to bring spin-off idea or more spin-offs and even take this show and separate it from the TV show and tell their own stories, then it's possible they might do that. But as far as the comics is concerned, that's never going to happen because Kirkman came out and said he's not going to go that route. Tay, Ash, are The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead the same time period? No, they are not. I believe season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead will be I think the beginning of season 9 of The Walking Dead, timeline-wise, I think. And obviously we had like 6-7 years time jump from the start of season 9 to the end of it. So, yeah, it's not likely that they're ever going to line up perfectly or match up perfectly. Giuseppe De Rosa, what if Samuel L. Jackson played as Negan? That would have been interesting for like one episode, and then it would lose its thing. It would just be comical in a way. Giuseppe De Rosa, will we ever see or get a midget character? I don't know. It would be interesting, but I don't necessarily think they'll go that route. But it does sound interesting. Unique and interesting. Giuseppe De Rosa, like Game of Thrones. Yeah, I know which character you're talking about. I don't know their name because I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I know which character you're talking about. Tay, Ash, do you think Michonne and her daughter, Eloise, I think it's not, what was her daughter's name? I don't think it's Eloy, or however you say that. I think, what was her name? What was her name? I don't know. But, yeah, we'll reunite because I like the moment in the comics. I don't think so. They probably won't do something like that. They're going to remix that slightly. I don't think it'll be Michonne and her daughter. Giuseppe De Rosa, Ash, are you going to watch Avengers Endgame? I might. I'm not really an Avengers type of guy or a superhero type of guy. I don't watch that many superhero movies. I might check it out, but the thing is, I didn't watch like any of the previous Avengers, so I don't think it even makes sense for me to watch it. Tay, sorry I spelled it wrong. Elodie, yeah, Elodie, that was her name. Yeah, Michonne and Elodie. I don't think they're gonna go that route in the TV show. I think they're gonna slightly remix that. Giuseppe Rosa, the Commonwealth is going to destroy the survivors. It could. It's definitely large enough to do that. It has enough people there to do that. Again, I'll leave the link to the poll one more time. I think everyone that's on the chat already participated, but if you haven't, make sure to go and participate on the poll. Right now, we have still 8 votes. The top voted video game is Telltale's The Walking Dead with 3 votes. So, and this will keep going until mid-May when I'm actually going to start, or not mid-May, but May. I'm going to start mid-May because I have to get the game when I know which game. But mid-May is probably when I'll start the, whichever game is chosen. Giuseppe De Rosa, what happened to Negan's cursing on the DVDs? It never happened. They lied to us. They never even shot the scenes with Negan cursing. You mean for season 7, right? Or and 8. Yeah, they lied to us. They didn't even do it. Alright, we'll go for 5 more minutes and that'll be the end of the stream. It was a great stream. I'm glad that I actually came for the stream because I was going to just move it to tomorrow, but I'm like, might as well just do it today because everyone's expecting it today. So, yeah. Tay, Ash, do you think Michonne will become a lawyer in the Commonwealth like she did or does in the comics? Again, they're probably going to remix that story because I don't think Michonne is going to be in the story when we get to the Commonwealth storyline. She's probably going to be with Rick in the movies by that time. So they're probably going to remix that again. Give it to someone else. Giuseppe De Rosa, I want The Walking Dead Season 9 on DVD already. Yeah, I think it comes in August. I checked this morning. I think if it's the source I looked at is reliable, they said August. It's going to come in August. I'm definitely getting my hand on that. And unboxing it on the channel if you guys are interested in that. Giuseppe De Rosa, name another actor that could have played Carl. Carl. Can't really think of anyone. I don't really know that many child actors, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to check that. Maybe I'll do a video on that later, if you guys are interested. But yeah. Giuseppe De Rosa asks you should grow out your hair. LOL. No, my hair is curly, and if I grow it out, it'll be afro-like. So that's why I don't go there. I recently just did cut my hair. Actually, I got a new haircut, so it's shorter than usual, but yeah. Giuseppe De Rosa, you should get cornrows. LOL, just kidding. Yeah, no. One thing I do want to mention that I just remembered, I'll bring this up later this week as well, but next week there will be no uploads, no Q&As for Friday or Sunday or anything like that, and no videos next week. Next week I'm traveling for work, so I won't be able to do any videos next week. I'll be back at it when I come back the following week. But this week, probably the last video I'm going to do is the Thursday, Throwback Thursday video. Friday, I probably won't do a video, and yeah, then we'll go for the following week after that. So yeah, I'll bring this up again later as well. But yeah, Giuseppe Rosa, dang. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's not like it's a long time. It's just a week. I'll be back the following week. All right. Thanks everyone for joining and participating and asking questions. I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort by the mods trying to keep the chat clean and everything. I appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for everyone, old and new, for supporting the channel. Last question from Tay. I think in season 10 premiere, it will be revealed that Jadis will go to Alexandria and tell everyone that Rick is alive, the Commonwealth, and also Maggie and Herschel are there. We could see that. Unlikely, but there's a chance. And it will be revealed that Jadis is the person on the radio. Again, they could do that, but the premiere might be a little too early for that. Giuseppe De Rosa, will we ever get into season 20? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, thanks everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys soon.